We are here joined by the University of Southampton, and they are here to talk us through why you should study in Southampton, the benefits of studying in Southampton, and lots more. Please do ask any questions if you have any. We are here for the next hour, and that is what we are here to do, here to answer your questions. So we have a Q&A box at the bottom of your screen there, and we also have the chat function, so please do pop those in and we'll be there for you at the very end of the webinar. So I'm going to pass you over to your host, Tom.
Thank you very much. Hola, and welcome to this webinar on the University of Southampton. I'm going to talk a little bit through about what we are, what we do, and all about how you can join us and to start your studies with us at the university. And when I've finished, I'll hand over to Giselle and Leslie from our official representatives at Studies Planet, who will explain a little bit more about how you can make an application to the university through them. So a warm welcome and thank you so much for joining. So we'll talk a little bit more about the university. We'll then go into the opportunities and support available. We'll talk a bit about our city and where we're based. And we'll hand over then to our representatives at Studies Planet and follow up with a Q&A. So look forward to receiving your questions towards the end of this session. To the University of Southampton. Before I start, I want to say I'm going to give you two bits of advice. The first one is going to come now, and that's when you're choosing your UK university, or indeed wherever you choose to study, pay attention to the 3 C's, the letter C. Okay, so the first one is course. So choose what you want to study, but then look at where that course is being taught, look at how that course is being ranked in the UK, but also look at the modules within that course. So you could choose biomedical engineering, you could choose history, you could choose art and design. How that's taught is very different at lots of different UK universities. The second one is campus culture, so 2 C's really, and it's about what is at the campus that's going to help you go beyond your studies. What support's in place? What's the campus like? Is it a friendly environment? And the third and final one is the city that you're going to be spending time in. You're going to be living in this city for a year at least to make sure it's the right one for you. So we're going to go through bits of that, and my second piece of advice will come at the end of this session. So let's start by talking a little bit about us and our university. So we are based just an hour outside of London. So it's very easy to get to the capital city, just over an hour by train or a little bit more by bus. We benefit from being far enough away from London that the cost of living is a lot cheaper. London is by far the most expensive place to live and study in the UK. So it's significantly cheaper down in Southampton. Here you can see our location compared to some of the other major cities in the UK. Southampton does have its own airport. It sadly doesn't fly to Latin America, but it does fly to most of Europe and destinations across the UK. So you're well connected studying in Southampton. A little bit about us as a university and our reputation. So we're a significant player of university in the UK. We have 160 years of history. We were founded all those many years ago as the Hartley Institute, way back. And we've grown and grown and grown, developing our university charter over 100 years ago, and have a wealth of experience in education and research. We're a top 20 university in the UK, so coming to study with us guarantees you a decent quality degree. We're 78th worldwide, meaning that not only are you going to one of the strongest UK universities, but you're also going to one of the best performing universities globally as well. We're also big on internationalization, and we are an international institution. We've got over 10,000 international students that make up almost 50% of our entire student body. They come from over 130 countries. So as well as those from Latin America, there's those from north of the border in the US and Canada, Europe, Australasia, Asia, Japan. They come all over the world. So you're in a really multicultural city and campus. We're a research intensive university, meaning that a lot of what we do drives our research. So those professors that do that research are teaching and passing that knowledge and understanding onto you as our students. So 92% of that is world leading or internationally excellent. And that means we're part of the Russell Group, which is a group of selective UK universities that are research intensive institutions and afford the best quality UK degree and education. We're also a founding member of the Russell Group, and we're part of the World Universities Network, which is a global network. All of this means is if you choose to join us at Southampton, you're in safe hands and at a really well-performing institution. But it's not just about our reputation and our history, it's our campuses and where you're going to be studying. So the heart of our campus and our main home is Highfield. Highfield campus is a large campus surrounded by beautiful environment and greenery, which I'll get to in just a bit. Majority of students, I would say 90% of our students study at Highfield, but they'll also have some activity at other campuses. For example, Boulderwood campus is home to our Excellence and Innovation Hub, the towing tanks, the wind tunnels, the business floor, the trading floor. There's lots going on at Boulderwood campus that puts you at the heart of business and industry, as well as engineering. Our medical students spend a significant amount of time at the University Hospital. The Avenue campus, a beautiful ornate Victorian building, 10-minute walk from Highfield, is home to our humanities subjects. Winchester campus is home to the Winchester School of Art, which means you'll get a dedicated art school, studio space, gallery space in one of the UK's and England's most beautiful picturesque cities of Winchester, but part of a Russell Group university as well. And the Waterfront campus, home to our earth sciences, environmental, ocean sciences and oceanography, is also a building shared with the UK's National Oceanography Centre, which is, again, as the name suggests, the national UK hub for ocean studies. So you'll be sharing the building and learning from some of the best minds in ocean science in the UK. And here's a map of where we're based. This is our home. This is the city of Southampton, a waterfront city that looks out across the Solent and the English Channel down to France. So you've got lovely access to the sea. And again, you can see the closeness of Boulderwood and Avenue to Highfield and Winchester, which is up the road, but also the Knox and UHS hospital campuses as well. We teach over 300 undergraduate courses, over 200 masters across 65 subject areas. So we divide them into faculties. And here are our 5 faculties. Now, this might not mean a lot to you as a student, but here is the way the faculties are broken down. So here you can see the different course areas. Arts and Humanities, which is split across our Avenue and Winchester School of Arts campus. The Faculty of Engineering and Physical Sciences, which is split across Highfield and the Boulderwood Innovation Campus. The Faculty of Environmental and Life Sciences, which is home and hosed mainly at Highfield and down at Knox. The Faculty of Medicine, which is at Highfield and the University Hospital. And of course, the Faculty of Social Sciences, which is housed mainly at Highfield with occasional studies at Boulderwood Innovation Campus. These are course areas, these are not subjects. So it's worth looking on our website as a first port of call to look through the different subjects and courses that we've got available. The entry requirements for Latin America are exhaustive and depend on course and also depend on country. So as there's many different countries and you're studying many different qualifications, I would expect that, it would take us ages to go through the subjects. But typically for those looking at postgraduate study, the breakdown is majority of our postgraduate master's degrees will ask for students to hold either a first degree or a 2-1. This is roughly equivalent to the titolo grading of 8.5 or 7.5, okay? And the equivalent A or B score that comes with that. Some ask for a 2-2, and that's a 6.5. But I would say to be safe for postgraduate study, ensure that you've got a minimum 7.5 and above. Now, there's also English language requirements. English language differs by course, but typically we want something in the region of 6.5 in IELTS with no fewer than 6.5 in each component, ideally higher. So it's worth looking at the course pages to identify actually what I need in English language and academia. For anybody here who's interested in studying at undergraduate, the majority of students from Latin America do require a foundation year. The foundation course is taught in the city centre at the Sir James Matthews building, which is home to On Campus, our dedicated foundation supplier. And if you are interested in an undergraduate study, please contact me. I'll drop my email in the chat after this, and you can contact me for information about On Campus. Alternatively, you can contact or visit via the internet On Campus Southampton. All of our foundation courses relate directly to our undergraduate provision. So you'll have a foundation in social sciences, a foundation in business, and so on and so forth. So you'll be studying a subject along that, and we also improve your English skills. If English is a query for you, or you want to develop your English skills, but you've got the academic qualifications, we do offer additional pre-sessional English studies. Opportunities and support whilst you're on campus and whilst you're part of the Southampton family. We are one of the top universities recognised for providing support and assisting with our students' careers and opportunities. So we're in the top 125 globally for institutions for employability. So actually how our students get careers after they leave us. We're in the top 15 for employability in the UK, and we're in the top 10 universities for targeted by the top employers, which means employers actually come to us for their talent. So they're looking for Southampton students that are high performing. All this means is that when you graduate the university, you will get a job, you will get a career, and you will get decent prospects. So you're in a good pair of safe hands, and we regularly invite employers to the university campus to deliver careers fairs and recruit our students. In terms of employability, once you graduate, the graduate route visa allows you 2 years after a bachelor's or master's degree to continue in the UK. And this affords you an opportunity to get employment and to get some work following graduation. 95% of our Southampton graduates are in employment or further study at least 15 months after they study. Others choose to go traveling, see the world, set up their own business. And 87% from undergraduate study are in highly skilled jobs after 15 months. That number's a lot higher for postgraduate. It's over 90%. So here's some of the employers that we work with. We work with companies all across the UK and globally as well. The career support you'll get whilst studying at the University of Southampton is extensive, and it also extends beyond your time, meaning that if you need additional support once you graduate, you will get access to that. There offers information, advice and guidance sessions in the form of mentoring or drop-ins, etc., work experience programs, volunteering, a year in employment, or business innovation startups. There's regular events and regular fairs for you to meet employers and network with the industry. And we also regularly publish job vacancies on our job board and our My Careers website. All this means that you have access to the best career support during your time at university, but also after you leave us. Many courses also offer a study abroad option. Not all, but it's worth checking on our website to see those that do and to see if it's something that interests you if your course is aligned with study abroad. The majority of study abroad at undergraduate is 6 to 12 months, but we also offer smaller study abroad options for postgraduate study. We've got partners for all students across faculties. Here are some of our some of our institutions and partners listed here. Some in Canada, some down in Mexico, in Singapore, New Zealand, the US, Hong Kong. They're all over the globe. So you can find our partner institution and spend some time at a university across the world. And the normal tuition fees for Southampton for abroad are 50% for the full year. So there's lots of information, and if studying abroad or an exchange program is something that interests you, do let us know. We can provide more information. The support for our students is extensive, and this was the part of the second C, the campus culture. We've got our student hub available 24/7, 365 days a year. That includes Christmas, and they're there to help and support you for anything that's non-academic. So for anything that might go wrong, or any issues you need, or any concerns, the support's there. Their support is extensive. So there's a disability and inclusion team that will manage your needs and make sure that you're ready and prepped and have got everything you need to be successful in your studies. There's also the wellbeing team. 24/7 wellbeing support. We've got a university counselling service, and we've got specific group sessions for relieving exam stress and anxiety. In addition to all of this, we've also got an on-campus doctor's surgery in case you need to visit the doctor or at any point. It's literally on our Highfield campus. And just outside the campus is our own pharmacy as well. So you're in good, safe hands, and you've got everything you need at Highfield campus. In terms of our scholarships, there is a wide range of scholarships, and it would take me all day to talk through all the different scholarships that differ by level, by course, and by country. In terms of master's scholarships, we partner with the following agencies across Latin America. So for the likes of students at Colombia, there's called Futuro. Ecuador, we got CENESIET, we got CANACIET, FUNET, and FIDERA for Mexico. We got BICAL for Paraguay, PRONABEC for Peru, BIACA for Argentina, and beyond. So these are our government support, and these are available on our website. You can also combine any of these master's scholarships with the university's own scholarships. And here you see the list of scholarships available from the university. A wide range of merit and competitive scholarships exist. So it's worth looking at the website to seeing if you could be eligible for one of these. We've got our Presidential International Scholarship, our highest international student scholarship, that can offer either £10,000 off your tuition or up to 100% off your tuition fee. It's incredibly competitive, but it's worth looking at if you're considering a scholarship. Faculties also offer their own scholarship package, and these can be quite generous. These are dependent on which course or which subject area you apply in. For example, the Faculty of Arts and Humanities offers a wide range of scholarships available to students studying selective subjects. So again, it's always worth asking if your course is eligible for a scholarship, if your country is eligible, and you can combine the merit and competitive scholarships and indeed faculty scholarships with any additional government funding. So you can combine CANACIET, or you can combine Futuro, or you can combine FUNED with one of our scholarships to get you additional money off. We offer a wide range of university residences. There's some that are right on campus, some that are further away from campus, some that are closer to our other campuses, or some that are in the city centre. We've got something for everybody, and each of them suit you. It is competitive. We get a lot of students, and we always say we can guarantee those students who firm choice us or select us and commit to joining the university by the 1st of July. The hall you can see in the top right is City Gateway, which is our dedicated postgraduate hall. So only master's students are in there, and it's incredibly popular for our postgraduate students. They're all single dorms. We don't do dorm sharing in the UK. It's not like the USA, so you have your own space. There's a variety of part or self-catered and a variety of ensuite and shared bathrooms, but they all come with around-the-clock 24/7 security, and you get a free bus pass to travel around the city. Not just the campus, you can travel all around the city of Southampton and up to some neighbouring neighbourhoods as well. So it's really good incentive. Here are some of the accommodation we offer. So Archers Road is the one closest it's midway to town. It's closest to Avenue. Glen Eyre, Chamberlain and Chancellors are next to Highfield campus. Erasmus Park is next to Winchester. Mayflower is in the city centre, and Montefiore Wessex Lane is also at Highfield. And I mentioned City Gateway, which is very close to Highfield campus. So there is something for everybody. There's also the opportunity to go through the Southampton accredited student housing scheme, which helps students find alternative accommodation. For example, if they're bringing their partner or any dependencies, you might want to live in a house. Our accommodation team can help you with that as well. So be mindful about looking for somewhere to live sooner rather than later once you've applied and firmed your choice. Upon your arrival, we do offer an airport meet and greet service. So the London airports of Heathrow and Gatwick are best in terms of travelling down to Southampton. Southampton Airport itself doesn't actually have any flights to Latin America, sadly. You can travel from Gatwick to Southampton by train. There is a direct train that runs straight to Southampton main station, and trains in the UK are very reliable and good. The meet and greet is happening in late September, so we're currently going through it now and welcoming our new freshers and welcoming our new students onto campus and to life in Southampton. The buses take students down to Southampton accommodation and to the campus. In terms of life in the city of Southampton, there's lots to do. And again, it's a beautiful city to learn and to study in. Life in campus, this is our beautiful Highfield campus that I said was our home. It's the picture that you see there is the Hartley Library, which is our oldest building on campus and was the namesake of the University of Southampton. It is where we got our name from, and it's the first building. It now houses the University Library. And as you can tell by this picture, we've got vast amounts of green space. We've got the beautiful botanical gardens called the Valley Gardens, but we've also got modern buildings that you can't quite see in this image at the back there, and some state-of-the-art architecture as well. So it's a real mixture of old and new, authentic old British brickwork and new modern state-of-the-art facilities. Our Jubilee Sports Centre is home to some pretty impressive sports facilities, which enables our students to keep active not only mentally but physically. So we've got a 25-metre swimming pool, over 170 fitness studios, 20 grass and synthetic pitches, and an £8.5 million investment in the centre. It means it's going to get larger and larger. So by the time you join us as part of our family in 2024, the Jubilee Sports Centre will have extended even further, providing you with a state-of-the-art sports centre and fitness studio right in the heart of Highfield campus. Outside of your studies, there's so much to do, and these are some of the clubs and societies organised by our student union. Here you can see some of them coming up. Some are really obscure, some sound really fun, like the Cocktail Society. Some sound like they, that are specific interests, such as dodgeball or the Quidditch Club for any Harry Potter fans here. But there will be something for you, and it's worth, when you arrange and arrive at Southampton, as students are doing this year and right now, we set up our welcome event and welcome fairs where all of the clubs and societies are represented, and it provides an opportunity for you to find something that works for you and fits you, and an opportunity to meet like-minded friends. I do want to point out two very popular societies for our Latin American students. They are SLAPS, our Spanish, Latin American and Portuguese Society, and MEXSOC, which is our dedicated Mexican student society. SLAPS is a large society that sets up a lot of activity for students, not only from Spain and Portugal, but from Latin America. And it's growing and growing in popularity. There's fiestas and socials, themed events. They celebrate Cinco de Mayo and Mexican Day of the Dead. There's lots of different society crossovers, so an opportunity to do some salsa, to develop languages and dance and cookery. There's fundraisers, they put on their own version of Carnival. So there's loads to do. There's also an annual trip that students go to, which is up to one of the UK's destinations. So sometimes they've been abroad, but often they go to another major city in the UK. MEXSOC is made up of our many Mexican students. We have been had students come to us from Mexico for many, many years. So we've got a long list of alumni that come back and get involved with the Mexican Society too. Find out more about them. You can visit their Facebook page or use the QR code, but they're two of the most popular societies for our Latin American students. In terms of the city, there is loads to do in the city of Southampton. And much like Highfield campus, it is about merging medieval and modern. It's still got its medieval heritage, its city walls, it's still got its port, it's still got some really old buildings and authentic history that makes studying in England what it is. But it's also got modern state-of-the-art buildings. It is a major commercial port in the UK. So here you can see what looks like a spaceship. It is actually a deluxe cinema and a house to many, many restaurants. They put out an ice rink for Christmas as well. So there's a lovely atmosphere in Southampton at Christmas. They do a lovely German market along the city front. And it's a really warming atmosphere. So it's worth checking out around Christmas, and there's loads to do, particularly for that festive period. But there's so much more to the city. There's loads of places to go out to eat and drink for students. There's Oxford Street, there's Bedford Place, there's the QE2 Mile, or what we call Bargate. There's so many different areas and places to visit. There's also the theatre district. So we've got the Mayflower Theatre Group, which encompasses most of theatre residencies in Southampton, and we put on some brilliant plays. A lot come down from London, but we've also got MAST as well, which is a more amateur drama society and theatre group that are housed in the cultural quarter too. We're home to the football club Southampton FC. Those that might know the club, they were in the Premier League, their top division for many, many years. They have just dropped out, but we're hoping they'll come back very soon. But it's really worth it. The atmosphere alone, going to a football game. I know you're passionate about football in Latin America. We are also passionate about football here in England. So it's worth visiting to get to see them play one of the teams. And we do really good ticket offers for our students. There's a spaceship again. There you can see the main sort of entertainment complex. The marina is a lovely spot there to watch a sunset, to grab a drink, or to just lay by the water. And that final picture there is our students enjoying some food on Southampton Common, which is the city's largest green space and is opposite Highfield campus. We are a waterfront city, which means we've got loads of water sports available. So if you are a student that's into your water sports, fret not, worry not, there will still be loads of opportunities. We've got lots of water sports societies, so an opportunity to meet and engage with them. But we're also, Southampton was the home of the London 2012 Olympic water sports team. So again, there's some of the facilities still around from our Olympic bid, meaning that you'll get to use those too. Southampton's also really well placed. So as well as the city, as well as it being just an hour to London, it's also got some beautiful places around it that are only around 10 to 20 minutes. So the top picture there is a 10-minute drive out from the city, and it is the New Forest National Park, voted Europe's best national park last year. It's stunning, it's sprawling, there's loads to do if you're into hiking and nature. The next picture is Bournemouth, which is about 20 minutes away by train and is home to the longest uninterrupted beach in the south of the UK, 7 miles around 11 kilometers of sandy beach. So I know you've got some great beaches in Latin America, but you do have a lovely beach on your doorstep too. We've also got Winchester, home to the School of Art, but also an historic former capital of the UK, and it has got amazing authentic buildings. And the last picture there is the Isle of Wight, which is an island just out of Southampton, about an hour away by boat, and is worth a visit too. So thank you for that. I'm going to briefly hand over to our representatives at Studies Planet, just so they can introduce themselves and make themselves aware of how you can go apply to the University of Southampton. I did say before I do that, though, that I'll give you the second piece of advice. So my first was the 3 C's. My second is that understand that moving to a new country and starting your studies can be quite a daunting experience, but also a really exciting experience. And I just want to assure you that from all of us at the University of Southampton, you belong here. And we are determined from this moment forth to when you start your studies with us to look after you and make sure you've got everything you need. So please do stay in touch. But over to Leslie from Studies Planet, and Giselle, are you there to introduce yourselves?
Thank you, Tom. Hi, my name, hola a todos. Mi nombre es Giselle Sayago. Yo soy la asesora de educación en Studies Planet en Colombia, y también está mi compañera Leslie Torres, que es la asesora en la oficina de Perú. Deje, por favor, permítame un segundo, a ver si les puedo compartir mi pantalla para que ustedes puedan ver la presentación de Studies Planet. Perfecto, ya la estamos viendo. Entonces, les vamos a contar un poco acerca de Studies Planet. Es una de las principales agencias educativas. Nos especializamos en asesorar a estudiantes que quieren viajar al exterior a hacer sus estudios de pregrado y posgrado, y también les apoyamos de manera completamente gratuita en todo ese proceso, y también si desean estudiar inglés en el exterior, incluso otros idiomas. Tenemos oficinas en Brasil, Chile, Ecuador, Perú, Colombia y México, y aquí quisiera detenerme un momentito para hacer un poco más interactiva la presentación y preguntar qué países están ustedes los que están acá asistiendo. Si me pueden compartir para poder que retome mi compañera Leslie si hay más personas de Perú o más personas de Colombia. Bueno, también tenemos, mientras ustedes me responden, acá por el chat, les quiero compartir que también tenemos, atendemos estudiantes en la Unión Europea, Medio Oriente y Norte de África, pero debido a que la agencia de Studies Planet nació en Colombia, entonces realmente para nosotros es mucho más agradable y nos enfocamos mucho más en el mercado latinoamericano. Me estaban contestando, Carla es de México, Gonzalo de Chile, también tenemos una persona en México que se llama Catherine, Gonzalo también, te atendemos desde la oficina con Leslie Torres, no sé si hay más personas, pero voy a seguir. Entonces, gran parte de nuestro crecimiento ha sido el resultado de recomendaciones positivas, estudiantes como ustedes, que hacen todo el proceso de manera completamente gratuita con nosotros y se lo recomiendan a otros estudiantes. Como les decía, pues somos los partners de las universidades y los representamos acá en Latinoamérica. Nos especializamos en promover la educación superior en todo el mundo, ayudamos a los estudiantes a postularse a becas y a préstamos de ayudas educativas, como Tom decía, por ejemplo, en Colombia tenemos Colfuturo y CETEX, y en Perú tenemos CONICYT y otras entidades que nos pueden ayudar. Tenemos reuniones. ¿Cómo trabajamos nosotros? Si ustedes desean, ahorita mismo nosotros les dejamos acá nuestros datos. Si desean aplicar a la Universidad de Southampton, nosotros somos los representantes en Latinoamérica y les podemos ayudar a dilucidar todas esas preguntas que yo he estado leyendo que tienen acerca de si podemos trabajar después de que terminemos la maestría, cuánto dura la maestría, cómo se aplica, cuáles son los documentos y requisitos. Ya de todos modos ahorita Leslie y yo les vamos a contar un poco más para que se vayan con la información completa, pero nuestro proceso es personalizado. Entonces tenemos reuniones directas con cada persona, con cada estudiante, y tenemos una plataforma muy robusta donde llevamos el paso a paso del proceso de cada uno para que logremos de manera exitosa llegar a buen puerto y ustedes logren no solo inscribirse a la universidad o postularse, sino obtener la mejor beca disponible y obtener el mejor programa disponible también. ¿Por qué nuestra asesoría es completamente gratuita? Porque nosotros somos los representantes directos de las universidades en Latinoamérica. En este caso, la Universidad de Southampton, nosotros estamos acá presencialmente y ustedes pueden tener en el idioma español, en este caso, pueden tener toda la asesoría completa. Y nosotros a la universidad le garantizamos que nuestros estudiantes a los que aconsejamos y que se postulen a un programa cumplan con todos los requisitos educativos y de idioma, que ya les compartió Tom, cuáles son esos requisitos tanto de idioma como en relación con el promedio académico del pregrado. Apoyamos también a las universidades, de una vez les cuento, vamos a estar, por ejemplo, si hay personas de Colombia, vamos a estar con la Universidad de Southampton, y si quieren acompañarnos el próximo sábado 30 y 1 de octubre acá en Bogotá, en una feria que es la Feria de Expo Posgrados, y nosotros vamos a estar compartiéndoles mucha más información de la universidad si ustedes quieren de manera presencial y que les demos esa asesoría allí. Vamos a ir directamente, bueno, todas las opciones que tenemos acá se las cuento para que ustedes tengan una idea de cuáles son algunos de los contratos que ha firmado la universidad. Tiene, por ejemplo, con Colfuturo, ya lo mencionaba Tom. Entonces, si ustedes, por ejemplo, aplican a Colfuturo para las personas de Colombia o aplican a Pronaveg o a cualquier otra beca en su país y resultan ser beneficiarios de esa beca o de ese crédito educativo y la universidad tiene convenio, entonces automáticamente tienen un descuento para su matrícula. ¿Cómo es el proceso con nosotros? Entonces, primero vamos a evaluar el programa que desean seguir, de algunos de los programas que nos ha compartido Tom, y después de que ustedes han decidido a qué programa quieren aplicar, ustedes nos van a decir qué programa desean aplicar. Pueden aplicar con nosotros hasta 1 a 3 opciones de maestría y o de universidad, y una vez lo han decidido, la aplicación se hace directamente. Nosotros como agencia, a través del portal que la universidad nos ha habilitado, le hacemos directamente la aplicación por ustedes para asegurar que todos los requisitos se cumplan y que todo esté en orden para que sea mucho más efectiva la aplicación. Vamos a aplicar entonces a las universidades y a los programas que ustedes elijan, y mientras recibimos respuesta de la universidad podemos ir revisando opciones como las becas, las mejores becas disponibles en la universidad misma para aplicar, si hay que aplicar, o si la recibimos de manera directa, entonces no tendríamos que aplicar. Y al final la idea es que acepten una sola oferta, y después de que hemos hecho todo el trámite, nosotros también, cuando ustedes obtienen una carta de aceptación de estudios, que es el CAS, donde la universidad ya les dice que fueron admitidos de manera incondicional y que cumplen todos los requisitos, entonces nosotros también les asesoramos para todo el proceso de visado, les revisamos los documentos, hacemos también la aplicación por ustedes para la visa, y ya una vez obtenemos la visa, hacemos la preparación para su llegada, la llegada de ustedes a su centro de estudios. Me gustaría compartirles de una vez cuáles son los requisitos que necesitamos para aplicar a la universidad. Tener un pasaporte vigente, tener su diploma de pregrado, si es para posgrado, su diploma original y traducido al inglés oficialmente. Si es para pregrado, es lo mismo, pero el diploma de bachiller. Sus notas originales y traducidas oficialmente. Si es para posgrado, es decir, maestría o PhD, entonces las notas originales de primero hasta último semestre con el promedio general acumulado, una referencia laboral y una referencia académica en inglés, su hoja de vida en inglés y la carta de motivación, carta de intención o personal statement para poder es una carta donde ustedes le van a expresar a la universidad por qué razón han elegido el programa al que están aspirando, por qué razón han elegido la universidad, por qué en el Reino Unido. Bueno, van a responder varias preguntas que la universidad quiere saber acerca de ustedes, y vamos a hacer un personal statement por cada programa al que deseen aplicar. Y básicamente ese es el proceso con Studies Planet. Les vamos a dejar acá en el chat los datos de nosotras, y le voy a dar paso en este momento a mi colega Leslie Torres, que está en Perú.
Hola chicos, ¿cómo están? No sé si me pueden ver. ¿Me pueden ver? Sí, sí me ven, ¿no?
Sí.
Súper. Bueno, estoy acá en Lima, tenemos la oficina, pero esa oficina también ve diferentes países, ¿no? También México, básicamente todos los países de Latinoamérica, excepto Brasil y Colombia, porque están las oficinas dedicadas. Pero los asesoramos en todo el proceso. Tenemos un team de varios asesores, no solamente somos Giselle y yo. Entonces, no sé, yo creería que han escuchado bastante sobre Tom, sobre la Universidad de Southampton, han escuchado también qué es Studies Planet, qué hacemos por ustedes. Yo personalmente viví y estudié en Londres 6 años y luego regresé a Perú y abrí la oficina de Studies Planet acá. Entonces, todas las asesoras tienen alguna conexión con Reino Unido, han hecho su máster allá o se han ido de intercambio, entonces estamos súper familiarizados con los procesos de visa, y también con ese apoyo como en parte emocional para el estudiante, porque ahorita que están haciendo todo este research de universidades y están proyectando su vida y haciendo la planificación de lo que quieren hacer, obviamente hay miedos, tienen algunas dudas, no saben en quién confiar, qué asesores les pueden decir sí, esto no. Toda la información que nosotros les damos es súper fact-checkable. Les damos los links de las cosas, nos regimos tal cual las páginas del gobierno indican para los procesos migratorios. Y aparte estamos certificados por el British Council. Siempre tenemos al día todos nuestros procesos para poderles brindar a ustedes la información precisa y más importante. Y bueno, no sé si Giselle podrías irte a las últimas páginas donde aparece nuestro social media para que los chicos puedan darle seguir a Instagram, Facebook, porque siempre posteamos lo último. En Perú también estamos teniendo eventos. La verdad es que no he podido leer si hay chicos de Perú o no, pero estamos teniendo varios eventos a fines de septiembre con la Embajada Británica, en octubre también que vienen algunas universidades de visita a Lima, y en noviembre también vamos a tener unas ferias. Entonces, si están por aquí y quieren conocernos personalmente, pues em, también nos podemos conocer personalmente o hacemos las reuniones por Zoom. Yo creo que acá hay bastantes preguntas. Bueno, hay varias preguntas y no sé, Tom, would you like me to help you with the Q&A section? So I ask the questions and you answer, because I think the students will like a little bit to hear you. Yes?
That's great, Leslie. Before we get to that, I would like you to help me. I've just got a few that I've got in the chat. There are some in the chat that are asked in Spanish, so I will leave those for you to translate, Leslie, because my Spanish is poor. However, the first one, hi, can I stay in the UK after my studies? You can. You get onto the graduate route visa and you will be entitled to stay in the UK, but you do need to get terms of employment. This is why it's important to go to a university with really strong employability links, such as ourselves, so that you have progression afterwards. Duration of a master's degree is typically 1 year in the UK. There are 2-year masters, but majority of master's degrees are 1 year and they run for the whole year. Is there support for students that may have family while studying? Unfortunately, UK universities in general, we can't support any additional dependencies that you bring to the UK. That will be also tested on your visa, how many dependents you're bringing. So it is important. It's not a university decision. It is a decision made by the UK government to ensure that those brought into the UK, that you've got enough to support yourself for here. So that's something to be mindful of. If there are additional support, then I'm sure Leslie will talk into it. In terms of a fee-funded scholarship, I think it is. I have touched on scholarships, but for more information, you can visit our website, www.southampton.ac.uk/scholarships. The only scholarship that gives you 100% off tuition is the presidential scholarship, an extremely competitive scholarship, but it's worth applying if you think you've got a shot. Thank you for that. And I'll now pass over to any queries that you might feel you want to ask via Leslie, or if you feel you want to talk in English, we're both here to answer that. So over to you.
Super. Thank you, Tom. Un poco agregando, I will add something about what you say about bringing family into the UK, because I think it's an important matter. Hasta este año, cuando iban a hacer una maestría, un Toastmaster, podían llevar dependientes, ¿ok? Solamente de maestrías para arriba. Sin embargo, desde el 1 de enero del 2024 ya no se va a poder, ¿no? Entonces solamente van a poder llevar dependientes o familia si es que ustedes hacen un Master in Research o un doctorado. Esas son las dos únicas opciones en las que ustedes podrían llevar familia, ¿ya? O pareja, o los hijos, bueno, todos. Y con respecto, había otra pregunta de las becas. Las únicas becas que son completas son las becas que les ofrecen sus países. Entonces, en Perú tenemos la beca del Centenario, en Chile son las becas Chile, en México creo que ya no, pero ahorita está abierta la convocatoria de Chifnin. Entonces, Chifnin está en todas partes del mundo, es una beca súper competitiva, pero si tienen el perfil, por ejemplo, a veces hay chicos que llegan a la asesoría y piensan que no son Chiefning material, pero luego cuando evaluamos el perfil, qué es lo que han hecho, vemos su CV, los años de experiencia que tienen y lo que quieren hacer por su país, entonces solo es cuestión como de guiarlos, ¿no? Yo tengo la fortuna de decir que tengo 6 becarios Chiefners y muchos becarios por parte de la beca de Perú. Y de Chiefners de Chile, de México, de Perú también, y Giselle acaba de tener este año creo, una Chiefner Student. Entonces, todo a veces piensan de que no es suficiente lo que tienen, pero es cuestión como de analizar bien qué es lo que ustedes están, cuál experiencia han tenido y ponerlo de una forma bonita, agradable, para que, para que los admissions officers lo puedan leer, entender y pasen a las entrevistas y ya es ustedes los que van a hablar y van a conocer con las personas que les están haciendo las preguntas, ¿no? Entonces, creo que eso sería todo en esas 2 preguntas que quería agregar. So I will ask this question to you, Tom. It says, do you have PhD courses in arts? Is there PhD positions or are scholars programs? I think
Yeah, we do
Go ahead.
a variety of different PhD opportunities. What I will share with the group in the chat is, or in the Q&A if I can, is a variety, sort of all the different opportunities that are available. So it's worth putting into a search engine, PhD, Southampton University. That will bring up the current research degree projects that are available, and you can search that by keywords. So just by searching up into arts, you can look at the different types of ones available and find out. With a PhD, it's really important that you marry up your areas of interest so that you're doing something that interests you, that's also being offered by the university that you're interested in.
Super. Yes, and then, well, hold on, there is another question. Oh no, well, she's asking about scholarships for PhD programs.
Yeah, so the full list of scholarships we talked about in the presentation, you get access to all of those government funding opportunities as a master's, or was it PhD? Was it, sorry?
Yeah, PhD. Yes. No, PhD.
Yeah, we do have scholarships for PhD programs. Again, it really is. The reason it wasn't brought up is because there's so many different types of scholarships, and they do go different ways depending on what you want to study. But again, the scholarships in general that I spoke about, some of the government agency scholarships are available for postgraduate research courses. They are postgraduate scholarships. The university itself does offer a selective PhD scholarship provision. So it's always important that once you've submitted an application, you've found your PhD, that you explore opportunities for getting further financial support. PhDs can be quite complicated to navigate in terms of getting funding, because it's got to be an area of interest that is shared with you in the university. But yes, certainly have a look on our website for more information.
Super. I think that's it. Everybody's leaving their WhatsApps, so I will do the same. In case,
thank you. I do want to say thank you so much to the support we've had from Studies Planet. They are, of course, based in Latin America and are there to help you as a student, and of course can offer much better Spanish help than I can. I did mention I will leave my contact details, and I will be in touch with you. I believe Stavrila has my details and will pass the attendee list on. So I look forward to reaching out to you, and please stay in touch. I can see Leslie has left her details as well. I'll pop mine in the chat. My name is Tom, and I'm just popping my email address now for you. So please do drop me with an email if you want to continue. The discussion as well. Stavrila, over to you.
Amazing. Thank you, guys. Gracias. That was great. We had a brilliant conversation there. And like they said, we will be passing all information on to Tom and Study Planet very soon. So they'll be able to reach out to you for further information. All right. Thank you, everybody. I don't know if there's any last words from you or anything else you want to add.
Only thank you for joining, and remember what I said about finding the right course, right city, and right culture and campus for you. And again, as a student, we can't wait for those interested to welcome you to a home and welcome you to Southampton. And we look forward to making it your home as well. So gracias, thank you very much, and take care.
Thank you, Tom.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Leslie.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye, gracias, chao.